Hey, I am E, and this is Turn 2 Win, where we see if a deck can win on turn 2. For this specific edition, we're doing Modern with a comment suggested deck, 8-Whack. Now before we go through the deck, again, let's go through the disclaimers. There are 3 disclaimers. Number 1, this assumes that we don't have or your opponent doesn't have an interaction or disruption. Number 2, we know that there could be multiple ways to win in turn 2 for specific decks, but we chose this line particularly because it is the most linear, straight to the point way to win. And number 3, this assumes a lot of star aligning, specifically for this deck. Alright, what is 8-Whack deck? 8-Whack deck is trying to abuse the namesake card, Goblin Bushwhacker, with 2 iterations. The Goblin Bushwhacker and the Reckless Bushwhacker. So that's why they're called 8-Whack. Wherein both creatures, either by kicking or surging, when it comes into play, it pumps all other creatures in play, giving them +1, +0, and haste. This deck is low to the ground and mostly has a goblin flavor to it. It is a very synergistic, explosive, but prone to mulligan and a bit fragile, if you ask me. Now enough about the deck, let's go through how to win by turn 2. First, let's start with a mountain and cast your Foundry Street Denizen. It's a 1 to cast 1/1 creature, and whenever a red creature comes into play, it gains +1, +0. Now, let's go to turn 2. Play another mountain and cast a Burning-Tree Emissary. Burning-Tree Emissary is a 2/2 to cast creature. It can either be cast by green or red, gruel colors in any combination. And when it comes into play, it produces 1 red, 1 green. But when it comes into play, it also triggers your Denizen, giving it +1, +0. Now your Denizen is a 2/1. With a 2 mana floating, 1 red, 1 green, cast another Burning-Tree Emissary, and another Burning-Tree Emissary, and finally, another Tree Emissary. As the young ones used to say, another one.
Another one.
Triggering your Street Denizen 4 times in total, bringing it to a 5/1 power and defense. Now you have 4 creatures in play plus the Denizen, 4 Burning-Tree Emissary plus the Denizen, with 2 more mana floating, 1 red, 1 green. Then finally, casts the namesake card. For this instance, since we're floating 1 red, 1 green, we can only cast Reckless Bushwhacker for its surge costs. Now when this Bushwhacker comes into play, it triggers your Denizen again, giving it a total of 6 power and 1 defense. When the Bushwhacker comes into play, it also pumps your team again, giving it +1, +0, and haste. Therefore, the final power of your Denizen is 7/1 with haste, and your 4 Burning-Tree Emissaries are now 3/2 with haste. And, of course, your Bushwhacker is a 2/1 haste. Now, swing for lethal. It will deal a total of 21 damage on turn 2. How easy is that? Well, not too easy. If you count the number of cards that was played, there are exactly 8 cards. So you have to be super lucky to have this specific card combination. Again, if you are interested to see how this deck performs, unfortunately, I haven't played this deck as of yet. The deck list is on the description down below. If you have any suggestions for my next turn 2 win, please comment it in the comment section down below. All right, that's it. As always, stay safe. Pow.